start speaking in Serbian, people are like,
whoa. A cop asked me for my ID and he was like, how come you're so black?
What's up, beautiful people? I'm Brandon. My friends and family call me BCam, and I'd like to welcome you to your extended family, where we explore culture through adventure and conversation with local communities around the world. We believe the best in humanity is when we learn from and embrace the differences in each other. So let's explore together, meet new people, and have new experiences, with a goal to make us all a little more open-minded, inspired by the people in the world around us, and with an ever-growing extended family.
Hi, Brandon.
So we're here in Belgrade, Serbia. I'm with Marija. You say your last name?
Turčić.
And Lea.
Good luck, dude.
How do you say your last name?
Tavogic.
Tabagic.
Tavogic.
Tabagic. Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Good.
Because we went to Croatia earlier in the year, so I mean, I got my Jeets.
Each good. Okay,
Yeah.
practice.
We're at Hot Mess right now, which is
Best club ever.
one of the clubs on the river. What do you call these clubs? Like, what are they
We
called?
call it splav.
So describe Splot for me.
Splav is
Like a floating
floating
club on the
club or
water.
a house.
Okay.
Bar.
Maria's a promoter here at Hot Mess, and you throw along with Lea a special party on Saturday called Cherry on Top, and Lea is the DJ.
I'm just
And-
gonna do
and-
this.
What is
And
that?
you-
Oh, it's Cherry on Top.
And you were a guest.
and a crazy DJ. And so how we met, just briefly for background, is I walked into the club, and if y'all don't know, and I'm sure it's clear to see, there's no fucking black people in Belgrade.
Except
So
you found the only
right.
person.
So I walk in the club, right? No black people in Belgrade. I walk in the club, and I'm here, I'm having a good time. And I'm like, this music is crazy. It's a whole bunch of white people, but the music is turned up. This DJ is this little white girl.
Little.
You a little.
That's
You're like,
not been short.
yeah.
What?
You were short.
We're cutting this.
And I'm like, and she has rhythm. And she could dance, and I'm like, wait, this music is like popping, and everybody knows the words to all the songs. So I'm like, culture shock, mind blown. And then all of a sudden, I see this little black girl. I'm like, maybe she's on vacation too. And then I see you talking to the servers,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like,
To the stuff.
oh shit, she works here. So then you're like, hey, you can come sit in my section. And we started talking, we got cool. I got new friends, and it was very heartfelt. Since I've been in Belgrade, I like to do what's traditional and non-traditional. So I don't even know if this is really non-traditional, because there is so many, the club scene in Belgrade, it's a thing. It's a part of the culture here. It's a part of the energy of the city. And it's something that I didn't expect at all. Before coming here, I had no
But
frame of
did you have any expectations?
No, that's what I'm saying. I had no expectations at all about Belgrade, except
Damn,
that,
damn.
I went to Croatia, so I knew about some of the history. And then I was like, it's in Eastern Europe. I just came from Sofia, and honestly, Sofia was not popping. It was just my experience, So I came here, and it was just a totally different
Well,
energy.
if you met a tiny white girl and a tiny black girl
Sophia,
in
maybe.
Sofia, you would have a blast.
You guys like Sofia?
No, I've
No, never been.
Oh, okay. So what are you talking about? What are you talking
Well,
about? Of course, Maria, not only because you're part of the club scene, but obviously because you're also black, and because that's such a rare thing. It sounds crazy, but it's real. Such a rare thing in this area. Because so rare that you were telling me a story. You told me after, but you told me a story that whenever you guys are out and you start speaking in Serbian, people are like,
whoa.
right.
How
You're
come?
so good. How did you learn?
And one thing.
And you were born and raised in Serbia, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One time, a cop asked me for my ID, and he was like, "How come you're so black?"
No, he didn't say that.
Are you
Doesn't
allowed
matter.
to
It doesn't
ask?
matter. Yeah, that was hilarious. And I remember that
favorite
because
May I touch your hair?
yeah,
That's your
may I
favorite.
touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? Can I take a picture with you? they're acting like you're kind of a celebrity, which is good if you're a Leo at horoscope, and you get all the attention. But from time to time, like a photo, picture, yeah, 10 euros. And once I've been to a club, and I went to, I think, also a hip hop R&B party. And so a guy came to me and he was like, "Hey, can we take a picture together?" Like, yeah, I was a bit drunk, but I realized that he's even more drunk than I am. So I was like, "Yeah, 10 euros." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no." I was just kidding. No, no, I want a picture with you.
Serious?
Okay, so you're drunk, I'm smart. Yeah.
I mean, just from my experience, like I assume that the demographic here is just all Serbian, and Serbian it just looks like just a white European. And then like, are there any other
We're
type of
mixed
cultures
with
here?
Turkish,
right?
Yeah, we
Turks,
were like
yeah.
500, not like, we were 500 years under Turks.
Right.
Slovenian people
So some Turkish.
were actually in origin ginger, but then ages, times, I don't know.
Yeah,
the other
you know,
cultures
you met
got
Alex.
mixed, so we're pretty like white, but we're not blonde anymore. We're fake
But-
blonde. Or like we have like really dark people now, but dark like
traditional
hair color, eyes and stuff, not skin so much,
Uh-huh.
because we were mixed like with Turks.
Okay.
and Alex
Yeah.
looks like a Turk, right? Because of the beard and
His skin is a little bit darker.
Yeah, and Serbian women are mostly like they have big lips, brown eyes, brown hair, long brown hair. They
Like
look kind
Kim Kardashian.
of like Kim Kardashian, yeah.
Without all
Yeah.
the operations. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
look
yeah.
like that.
I also heard like the ratio is here is crazy too.
That's
It's
why I
like
don't hang out
7
with
girls
girls.
per guy,
Yeah.
you know?
Just kidding.
No, it's 7 girls per one guy.
Really? How does all that make you feel? You being born and raised here, but also feeling like sometimes a stranger in your own home because of how people treat you. Or
When I
even
was
how people
younger,
surprise you.
when I was younger, it was quite hard because I didn't realize that I was different. People were mocking me, like calling me bad names and stuff like that. And from time to time, I just went home crying because I didn't know what's wrong with me. Okay, I see my mom; she's also black. I mean, mixed race. And I see my dad; he's white. I have a younger sister. She's 17 years old.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't realize what's wrong with me. Why are people constantly mocking me? And then I started figuring out that I'm a bit different, that I'm a bit darker skin.
Right.
But over time, I just figure out that I shouldn't pay attention to those kind of people. Like I think those kinds of things make you stronger. I know it's a typical sentence like,
Right.
"Well, that doesn't kill you, make you stronger," but it really is like that. And so I took the advantage of being different and started working for MTV first. Then I'm working for Clubbing TV right now, and it's not a secret, but from time to time I get things just because I look different.
One of the questions that I want to ask you, what I was beginning to kind of transition into, is like, so you being a DJ, you being, you know, a cute girl, like I just want you to talk to me a little bit about like how your experience, what your background is in, how you became a DJ, you know, like all those little
Yeah.
nuances.
I mean, I finished music academy,
Uh-huh.
played the piano. Like I've been playing it since I was 9.
So you're a classically trained
Yes.
pianist,
Yeah.
right?
Except
Except,
that I started doing like modeling. Then I've been doing that for 3 years. I've been traveling. So obviously I never had piano with me, so I wasn't practicing that much. So when I came back, I sucked.
really?
I mean, yeah, I lost, like my hands were not as quick. I couldn't do like a lot of the stuff that I could.
Right.
So I started thinking about what could I do in meantime,
Right.
like while I'm getting back.
Come on, Maria, come
But-
on.
And then like I don't know like how it popped to my head that I could maybe start like try DJing.
Uh-huh.
And it turned out I loved it so much that it became like the main thing that I do. I mean, I still play the piano, but
Right.
it's more like covers and stuff like that.
Because I saw you
Not
playing,
really.
I saw you playing John Legend the other day. What song was it? What song were you playing?
All of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just do stuff like that and I post it on my Instagram. I mean, because I still love playing piano, but obviously, I mean, if you want to do it right, it's like a sport. You need to do it like 6 to 8 hours a day.
Right.
And I don't have 6 to 8 hours a day just
Right.
practicing. So now I can do stuff that are easier, like for my hands, and I can still do it.
But tell me, like what was the moment where you were like, you know what, I'm gonna DJ? So you were modeling, you know, you
Yeah, I was
already
back,
had a year for music, came back,
Yeah.
and what happened?
I always loved going out, like to R&B parties, listen to R&B like all my life.
Right.
Really, not like, because now it's a pretty popular thing. So like most of the people that were listening to like Serbian folk music now are listening to either R&B or techno.
Oh wow.
So they're like kind of new in it, and you can really see it on the parties. Like there are people that know just like Drake, Migos, and stuff that it's like from 2000 and above.
Right.
But if you play something like Notorious Biggie, they're gonna like turn around and be like, "What the fuck?" And, like, can you play something more commercial?
Right.
And that's the thing you need. Belgrade has like people that really understand music, but then we have like a lot of folk music like people and a lot of foreigners that come to our parties. So you need to like be a bit more commercial so everybody knows the
Be
song.
versatile.
But then still you have to be yourself. So in somewhere in the middle you can still put something that
Right.
like you really love. Not
So-
everybody knows.
So it's interesting to hear you say that because I've had a different experience. One, I want to give a little bit of context. You all call R&B music here. You guys kind of generally just call R&B.
Yeah.
But R&B really could be hip hop, it could be dance hall, it could be
Yeah,
reggae,
here if you
reggaeton.
say like R&B party, yeah, all of the
all that is
above
included.
goes into that because we don't have parties that are just dance hall. I mean,
People
Right.
are
we do,
too
but-
lazy to separate.
Right. Definitely.
and
Just
let's face it, R&B
generalize it
music
and that's it.
today it's not really R&B. It's mostly like has a lot of house influence and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's still R&B performers, but the music is not an R&B. So where can you put that? I mean, it still
Pop.
needs to go somewhere. Yeah, it's like pop, it's
Pop,
house, it's
house.
a bit of R&B.
EDM maybe.
Yeah, even
So this is one thing. So I also want to address what you said about there being like different types of people who are familiar with music, maybe like, you know, after 2010,
Yeah.
and then some people don't know before. But I had a little bit of different experience when I first came here that night, and I was in the club. I was looking around. You were going all the way back to like Ja Rule. You were playing like Biggie to Ja Rule to Migos to Future to
That's-
Drake, and then I was looking around, and people knew all the words.
But the thing is, that's why this party is so special because we really have people that love hip hop and
Okay.
R&B music.
They-
Those are the people that really listen to that. So
And dance to
here I
it.
can play anything I want because they will know it and love it. If you go to another club that's really commercial, literally, trust me, you play one song, they all turn around and they're like, I don't know this song, why are you playing this? And they come
Play this
with the
for
phone
10 times,
and
please.
please play this Despacito.
Oh no!
I was like, but I already played it. Oh, but can you do it with Justin Bieber now? Okay, like here we go again.
Okay,
that's
go
it.
die.
So you guys have like, and the reason is like you guys have really kind of created almost like a culture with this new party, right? So
I
Like-
think so, yeah.
yeah, it seems like it's something
We're
that
growing.
you're growing.
Yeah.
So what would you say is like most Serbians? You think they listen to like techno or pop, or is it like Serbian folk, or what is it?
There's a lot of Serbian folk music listeners, but I don't spend my time with them.
So yeah.
Nothing against it.
Because,
I just don't like it. So I surround myself with people that I can go out, people that come to my parties, people that listen to this kind of music.
Right.
So I don't know, but I guess there is a lot of them. There is also, yeah.
A lot, especially if you check out other clubs that play R&B hip hop. They also mix it with
Yeah.
Serbian hip hop, trap, rap, folk.
I
It's
mean,
all
it has its
mixed in
own
one.
name now. It's called Balkatron because
what is
it's
it?
Balkans, and then it sounds a bit like reggaeton. So they
Balkatron?
made the name for it, and it's called Balkatron. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it sound? Like
If you're foreign, you don't understand language, you
Yeah.
could think that it's
Well,
from
the thing is,
and it's a
with
lot of
Serbian,
auto-tune music.
that kind of Serbian music, it's actually very similar to Beyonce, Rihanna, when it comes to lyrics. So when you translate Rihanna's song, for example, in Serbian, you get Ana Nikolic or you get Nicolia and artists like that.
Okay.
So actually, it's kind of same, just different language. But since our native language is Serbian, we don't pay that much attention
it
to
sounds bad.
to lyrics in English. We
I
know
mean, if
what
you
we're gonna
translate
sing it.
Rude Boy,
we're
I
not
mean,
saying-
the lyrics are...
Yeah,
Right.
and it's the same as every folk musician here. It's the same.
So are you saying that there's a different response to artists who kind of put out the same type of content in Serbian because people are like, no, they're speaking in Serbian?
But let's say,
Yeah.
when you hear a song in Spanish, I mean, mostly they use 5 words that go like, so I don't know. And to Spanish people, it probably sounds different than it sounds to you.
Right.
To me, it's the same thing. Like when you
Right.
hear it in English, and also sometimes, I don't know, there's just sentences that sound cheesy in Serbian. When you say it in English, it sounds okay.
Sounds like the party scene here is so big, so robust, so many different types of music,
So Belgrade,
so many different scenes.
as
First
they
of all, like
compare
a
it,
small Berlin.
to small
Yeah.
Berlin or small New York
Uh-huh.
because it's also a city that never sleeps,
and it's
and you can go
diverse.
out from Monday to Monday.
Right.
Every day something is happening, especially during summer. People are more relaxed. Coffee places work till 12 or 1 a.m. and so the atmosphere is totally crazy. And what's crazy is the most is that you can go out every single day. And not only do you have one spot where you can go out, you have 10 spots.
Wow.
Maybe not punk rock spots, but
Right.
Yeah,
R&B,
I'm not sure
folk,
that's it's not, but all
So
the
that's really dope, and that's one thing that's exciting, and really one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation is because there's so many different cultures within this city, like musical cultures, music being like the universal language. So that's one thing in my mind. Again, like my journey being about
Then we took you to a jazz night.
You took me
we
to a
have
jazz
that
night.
as well.
inside of a fortress. It's so crazy. So to me, like that's one of the things where I'm like, listen, you know, one of my journey was about like intercultural exchange, and like we having no expectations all about like Belgrade. I'm super happy I met you guys and had this experience.
Likewise.
Like I got some new like real homies in Belgrade now.
We have some payback time when we come to New York.
Oh yeah, and I'm definitely.
Do we have it
coming
on
back.
camera now?
Oh, we got it. No,
Okay.
for real. When y'all come to New York, we're gonna get it in. But I really appreciate it, and it's just so beautiful that you guys kind of have like this depth in culture within the music scene, and definitely an opportunity. Like you guys, it's crazy to me. Like seeing Serbians like sing like Tupac. Did I tell you the story? I gotta tell this story. So we were at a bar. And this white guy comes up to us and he was like, I don't know why, that was so random. He's like, yeah, you know, like I'm kind of black too. And we're like, what? And Maria's like, why do guys always say like, why do people always feel like they gotta say like they black or something?
yeah,
Black too.
they're black from the inside.
Right, on the inside. And he's like, no, let me show you. And he turns around, he takes his shirt off, and on his back, like half in his back, has a Tupac tattoo. It was the most random shit ever.